Is there one church maybe that comes to mind, or maybe a couple that you've seen over the last year or 2 years that have really embraced that, and you've seen it really transform their church?
Well, I mean, it's funny because I think this week, like right now, like two of my best friends and my pastors are at Inside Elevation right now in
Yeah.
Charlotte. And, Elevation has done an amazing job pushing the limits in pretty much in every way. Like
Mhm.
their new worship album just came out this week. Obviously, Stephen Furtick is so many people's favorite speaker.
Yeah.
But they also do a great job on social telling stories. So they'll do a great job kind of promoting what they're doing in person. And if you're the hard thing, Nils, is when you're looking at churches that are leading in this space, the churches that are doing a great job are usually the smaller churches, because if you're a giant church now, you've gotten there doing things differently than the way the next wave of churches is going to do things, because digital and technology is changing so fast. Like if you're a big church like Elevation, you got there by having an amazing live event. I'm not convinced that the next big wave of churches are going to really make big differences and grow in their community by doing that. I think that the way that our culture has changed, the way that we attend Sunday services, I just don't think it's going to happen. With that being said, I will give Elevation props for pushing the limit when they already have something amazing working. They tell so many stories online, stories that at no point say, and now you should come to our church as well. Stories that at no point kind of like twist at the end and say, sign up for this. They're just telling stories of life change of people happening. And so if I don't know Elevation's mission statement, but basically every church mission statement can be distilled down to the Great Commandments, the Great Commission, or some combination of the two. So assuming that their mission statement is something like, know God and make him known, what they're doing is when you share stories of life change, it allows people to enter into those stories themselves as the protagonist, as the lead character, and be like, man, that person's life was changed by the hope of Jesus. And they found community at this church. And now they have a life filled with purpose and direction, and they're moving forward into something greater. All of that allows us to really like buy into the story, and it allows us to kind of really be like fully engaged, and we're suddenly the lead character.